G'day guys, in this video we're going to show you how this bit of cheap technology can transform the way you beach fish to drone fish, any form of land-based angling, as well as just general mapping forever, okay? This is cheap, it is fantastic, and we're going to get into why. Let's go. G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of On Point Adventures. Today's review is something completely out of the realm or completely out of the scope of what we'd usually review, which is this here, which is the CARPODGO V4. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, what has this got to do with fishing? This is a fishing channel. Well, that's simple. This here, I'm going to be reviewing to see whether we can convert an old car or our buggy that has absolutely no CarPlay, no maps, no nothing, into something that we could use for drone fishing and beach fishing alike. You see, when I go drone fishing, it is very important that I can see on Google Maps what's going on in the ocean next to me as I'm scouting a beach in real time, okay? By using those satellite images, it means I might see a spot that I think looks fantastic that I'd never seen before, or I might rock up to a spot with very little swell, very little weed, but not know what's out on the horizon, whereas the Google Maps will show me exactly what is there. So what do we get in the box with the CARPODGO? We get, we'll open it together, a suction cap mount, which I presume is going on the windscreen. We get something in here, which is, okay, it looks to me like some form of music communication, something. Probably not going to be too relevant to us. We've got some power cables here and a reverse camera. So there's the reversing camera for this particular unit, which is also pretty cool if you've got a really old vehicle. We all know that when reversing up on the boat, having a reversing camera is so handy. And I tell you what, I've gone from a car with one to without one, and I miss it every day. But let's open up the goodies. So we'll take the plastic off so you guys know we're doing this in real time. I'll just put that at the top of the table there. And let's open it up. So I mean, we've got a box on the front which obviously highlights that it's a 60 FPF CarPlay. Display only Bluetooth, which means your audio will probably still get played down through your unit, I'd presume. As I said, we're going through this together. I don't know whether this is going to work, which is going to make this a more exciting review. We've got a screen here, which is absolutely massive. Now, that's bigger than most screens in anyone's car. So I think the benefits with that there certainly is that even if you did have a small screen that displayed Google Maps, that is ginormous, okay? Which is going to make people like me who are blind a lot easier to see. Let's get this part here out. Now, keep in mind, guys, we are going to hook this up to the car and see what it does. So there we go. So we've got our cigarette lighter adapter there, which is going to be our power source, which is running off a USB-C. And one thing I've noticed here is we've got an on-off button on the cigarette lighter port, which is really good. By putting that spare USB-A in there as well, that enables you to still use your cigarette lighter or your, for charging other implements, for argument's sake. So that's really cool. Here we have a couple of mounting options, which I presume that's going to be able to be stuck on the dash of your car there. And the reason they've given you two is in case you bugger one up, or maybe you've got multiple cars. And there we go, a spare suction cap mount as well, which is really cool. But on this one here, which is, as I said, I presume is the dash mount, it also comes with another double ender. Get your mind out the gutters. Double ender balls to put in, and obviously for your mounting system. Now, what I want to do next, guys, is I'm going to take this outside now and put this in the new car. Okay, so I'll get this in the car and then we will see exactly how it works and whether or not it's going to do what we want it to do. Bear with me, I'll get this hooked up. Shouldn't take long, especially with the suction cap mount and just a portable power bank there. And let's see what it does. All right, so here we are in the old MN Triton, and as you can see, all we've done here is we've just connected it to the windscreen, straight down there, and here it has given us a prompt of turn on Bluetooth and Wi-Fi off the mobile phone, then connect Bluetooth. All right, well that seems to be the next thing we're going to do, so let's get that done. Look at that. So here we go, we're in CarPlay. So let's have a look here. We want to go here. So as you can see, we're heading down through some bushland. Beacon Road. All right, look at this. Okay, so I hope you guys can see that as well as I can see it. But let's say we pulled up here at Nilgin Beach, it says. Okay, we can see all that reef, all that sand. Well, look up here, let's go up here. What have we got? This is amazing, guys. Check this out. So we've got absolutely everything here we could ever have wanted. So this is just like playing Apple CarPlay through your whole car like you normally would. Guys, that is phenomenally easy. Absolutely perfect for when we are going along the beach in that exact situation, looking for spots, looking for all sorts of stuff. I mean, that is absolutely bloomin' magnificent. Let's get back inside and talk about this and some final thoughts, shall we? Because I tell you what, that has just done more than I thought it would. I'm pretty impressed. And it takes a bit to impress me on this kind of gadgets and gizmos. Right, let's go inside. The CarPod Go. Who would have thought something this cheap could make such a magic difference to a car that simply doesn't have any technology? Good old MN Tritons. But what I want to point out most is the fact that that is going to help beach fishermen, surf fishermen, drone fishermen ridiculously well. Not to mention that if your car didn't have those mapping capabilities and you didn't want to fork out all that money for the extra head unit, you don't have to anymore, because this thing can go from car to car with that suction cap mount. You can put it in any car you like and make that compatibility a reality very fast. I think this is fantastic. Now, I haven't even been through the instructions yet on how to hook up a reversing camera, which is going to be huge. And I mean, just looking there, it does seem that we've got just a plug that's just going to plug straight into the unit, and away we go. There is a power cable there, which I'm going to presume goes into your reversing light. So once the reversing light powers, that obviously triggers this on. But guys, spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. If you're if your car doesn't have this sort of technology in it, where you don't have basic mapping or any of that, and you certainly don't have satellite view, this is the go. Massive screen, easy to see, even in that sunlight and glare. That was clear as an absolute bell. You don't get better than that, guys, for that price. Well, I can say that there's probably going to be some competitors that are going to be a little bit upset with this product because it's just making stuff too affordable. I don't know how they do it for that price. Whatever. All right, guys. Well, look, I'm very impressed. I'm going to go play with that a bit more and probably get this reversing camera hooked up. But I hope this was somewhat helpful and showed you how a bit of cheap technology can change the way you drone fish forever, beach fish, surf fish, whatever. Okay, it really is helpful. Till the next episode, guys, catch you later.